right. So I'm here with Danielle Walker, and one of the things that she does a million things, but one of the things that she does is she play tests the mouthpieces. So can you talk about like what the process is? I thought you would just basically take a mouthpiece, put a reed on, ligature, boom, and you just play and all that kind of thing, but it sounds like it's not.
No, there's definitely a lot that goes into it. First of all, they make the mouthpiece, they prepare in the back, they get it oiled, so that it looks like a brand new mouthpiece with a patch on. So they get it already prepared, and we're just doing the final quality control test playing, pop test, make sure that everything responds before it goes out to the player. So we use a benchmark that Jody has already play tested himself, picked it out. This is like the golden, mouthpiece that he wants these mouthpieces to sound similar to.
Okay.
So if I feel a difference between the way this blows and the way that what they sent up blows, then I will, call the back and let them know that, hey, this might feel a little stuffy compared to what the sound is from the benchmark. Or, there could be just a couple of different other things, but maybe it doesn't seal when I do the pop test.
Oh yeah, this would be great to show the pop test.
It's a brand new reed, hopefully.
No, with the brand. Okay, so when you do the pop test, you need to wet the reed the way you normally do, wet the entire reed and that kind of thing, because it could. I've done this once. I cracked a reed. So
yeah, and some people do it with the neck on or without. We just do it without. But we don't use a ligature when we're playtesting mouthpieces because we're doing so many. We're just playing a few notes, kind of running a little octave key up and, as much as we can with our left hand. So pop test.
Create the vacuum.
And you could hear it. So you just suck, you put your hand on the bottom, you suck out the air, see if it seals. If it seals, it'll take a couple minutes before it pops.
Got it.
So we kind of do that with the mouthpieces. So now, do you want me to play test it?
Yeah, this would be great.
Okay. And again, no ligature. So I just put the reed on as best as I can. I grip it with my right hand, with my thumb on the bottom, and I'm holding tightly. And at first, when I started doing this, that was a little awkward and uncomfortable because you're used to holding with both hands. So that, kind of, as I went, I got used to it. It felt more, at ease. But, so now I will grab the mouthpiece that's ready to play test.
Okay.
I keep that sound and that feel in my mind, and and it's good when you're play testing to not overblow, to blow soft, because you want to feel what the mouthpiece responds to. So if you're blowing hard, which I have done in the past, just because you're trying to get through, but you want to blow softly, you can feel the mouthpiece, you can feel how it responds, and then that it's a good mouthpiece. One thing I didn't do was do the pop test while I'm talking to you.
Okay. There we go.
Nice pop.
Yeah. Okay. So this is curious to me that you wouldn't. Well, let me ask you this question:
Sure.
Could you put a ligature on and go through more, but it would just take more time?
Take more time. Yeah. Okay. And with production, we may have 4 or 5 trays up here to play test, and like there's soprano and there's some alto and there's
show this. So she's going to be
baritone. So
there's your tray.
These are trays of 50. If they're loaded, that means if there's 4 trays, then you've got 200 mouthpieces to play test.
Wow. Okay. Because the reason why I'm asking that too, I'm just thinking to myself, wouldn't you want to make sure that the mouthpiece plays well in the lowest range and then the highest range, but I guess it doesn't really matter so much.
It's responding, it's popping, and yeah, you could play lower if you wanted to add that extra, but this is just, ever since I started here, Jody wants us to, play them, feel them, get a good sense of what they, correspond to the benchmark. And, if you feel anything weird, we'll send it to the back, have them adjust it or check it over, gauge it, and just see what I'm feeling and talk to them about it. But play testing has always just been in the left hand, upper octave, middle octave. And it's different, if Jody was prototyping, of course he would be using the whole horn to do that with. But play testing, it's just we're trying to move things along and make production,
and watch mistakes
the timeline too. And pay attention to what the mouthpiece sounds like.
And when you say softly, 'cause you've got a really full sound, which is awesome. So when you say softly, do you mean really soft? Do you mean maybe mezzo forte or mezzo piano? What are you talking range?
Yeah, probably mezzo forte, mezzo piano.
Got it. Okay. I'm being nitpicky, but I'm just thinking, I don't know. This is the way I think.
So you could hear just then I didn't blow enough there, so it didn't get through there, but and then if there was something that I felt in the softer range, I probably would have blown through it if I were blowing louder, stronger, more air.
Right, right.
So, yeah.
That's cool.
I can continue if you like.
Yeah, actually, you just keep doing what you're doing here, for sure. And
good top.
So you're going to be going through the baries first, and then the all of them.
Yeah. So these are the baritone sixes, and they came up we have orders for these. Oh, I need a play test. We have orders for these. So as the orders come in and as they get in line, our production will send up whatever with the work orders that they have to line up with each order that has, depending on when it came in, what's going to come up in the next tray. So it's a really good line, chain of production.
Yeah.
To get things out quickly.
Cool.
So that feels really good. And now on to the 7. I'll go ahead and play this.
And when as you're getting that together too, let's say you're going from a range from let's say 5 to the 9s and stuff like that. Do you still use the same reed?
I do. On occasion, if it's this is a 2 hard. I have a 3 soft that I use, or a 3 medium. So it can vary. 2 soft is kind of like the golden reed, and you would, for me, if you were to try a 3 soft, probably for a 7 might blow a little harder, but you could still play softer and a mezzo forte and then get loud and feel the difference as well. But 9s and 10s can, some people are monsters. They play those big tip openings with either a softer reed or a harder reed. It varies person to person, I've found. So for me, I feel like I could play a 9 or a 10 on a 3 soft and feel comfortable, but most of the time I'll stick on a 2 hard.
Got it.
But it varies. With each mouthpiece also. So this is the 7. And there are so many things that you can play on your left hand. You can't do a whole lot, but I usually stick with that same exact phrasing.
I was going to ask you,
For me, it just tells me, I'm not fishing around or messing around. I'm focused on this one thing that I play where I can go up into the octave if I need to, or, if I want to feel what it feels like, but usually in the middle range, it feels very comfortable. And then going up in the upper octave, let's see if I can show you. There's just a feeling
of evenness.
Yeah. And I know I've mentioned in the past, I've been working here, well now it'll be 10 years on the 24th.
Oh wow, cool.
In 3 days. So I've had a lot of time playing these ever since I've been here. I can't believe it's been 10 years of playing these mouthpieces.
Yeah.
And test playing them. And I wonder how many I've actually play tested.
Thousands and thousands.
I actually wonder. It doesn't feel like that. And I enjoy it every time I get on them. So it's just knowing that they're going to be going out to the world, like literally the world.
Yeah.
And it's, we want to make sure that we have the best quality for everybody.
That's been the main theme that I've found in my day here. Everything is about quality. It's about, making sure the customer's happy and that everything is top notch, high quality. Yeah.
We try our best. Yeah. And, if there's a slip up, we fix it, or we want to get it fixed, or it's just, we try to nail anything that is not, good or quality, perfect, and make it perfect, or make it, as good as we can.
Cool.
And I'm normally a 6 tip opening on Barry.
I was going to ask you, okay.
I feel comfortable in a 7. Of course, for me, the longer I play on it, the more fatigued I feel in my embouchure. But I can still play it and feel comfortable and think that for myself, I think, I could play a 7. But I know that as my, if I were to play a gig on it, I'd probably be tired.
You. That's an important thing.
I know me.
Hey, thanks, Danielle, so much. This has been so informative.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for coming to see us.